welcome back to another gameplay.
Another showdown of the ages, if you would.
Our Modern Melee. This is game 1. I'm shuffling my deck upside down.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Sometimes I let it be. Like when we played Pioneer, I had already lost before I could even play.
I got a 4.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, that's whack.
Whack-a-doo.
I will go first.
The only reason I haven't built this deck in paper yet is because I want to believe so wholeheartedly that things in Modern Horizons 3 will come out that will be like just bangers for my deck.
I believe so.
I don't know how true that is, but I'd like to believe it.
Believe it.
Alright. Are you playing first?
Yeah.
Alright.
Good to go?
Good to go.
I'll play Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to tap it, sacrifice it, pay 1 life, search my library for an Overgrown Tomb. Shocked in, I'll be down to 17. I will tap my Overgrown Tomb to play a Young Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
No pass.
Okay. I will draw. I'm going to play Beseiju, who endures as land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will tap it for a green to cast a Glistener Elf.
Okay.
And I will pass my turn.
Tap, draw. I will play a Beseiju, who endures. I'll pass.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play an Inkmoth Nexus as land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tap my Beseiju to cast a Noble Hierarch.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pass.
I will pay 2 and flash in Orcish Bowmasters and attempt to shoot your Glistener Elf for 1, and I will amass an Orc.
I will respond. I will pay 2 life to cast a Mutagenic Growth targeting my Glistener Elf, giving it +2/+2 until end of turn.
So this will resolve. Bowmasters will hit it. It'll still be a 2/2.
Yep.
Well,
until end
3/3,
of turn.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Does not die.
Does not die.
And I'll take my turn.
Yep.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Mm-hmm.
Verdant Catacombs is land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Okay. I will untap, upkeep, and draw.
Got 4 cards in hand.
I do now, yeah. I'll play this Verdant Catacombs as land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tap it, sacrifice it, going down to 17.
I will respond to your fetch.
Okay.
I'll pay 2 and I'll flash into Orcish Bowmasters and attempt to ping your Glistener up for 1.
Yep, good to fetch.
And still in response to your fetch, I'll fetch.
Okay. Going down to 16.
Going down to 16. Let's get this first.
I will get this breeding pool and I'll chuck it in and go to 15.
Okay. You got 3 cards in hand?
Yes.
I have 2.
So, I'll tap my Hierarch for green to make my Inkmoth Nexus a 1/1 Blink Moth artifact creature with flying and infect until end of turn.
For sure.
And then
Am I dead?
I will... I don't think so. I think I'm short. But we're gonna try. I'll tap for green. I'll cast another Ignoble Hierarch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll tap for another green and I will cast Might of Old Corrosa on my Inkmoth Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
It gets +2/+2 until end of turn, but if I played this spell during my main phase, it gets +4/+4 until end of turn instead.
Okay.
So it's now a 5/5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will move to combat, and my 2 exalted triggers will go off, so it's a 5/5/6/6/7/7 in the air with infect.
Mm-hmm. So take 7 damage and have 7 infect.
And then I'll go to my at the end of my turn, and then this just goes back to being a land.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Tap all my guys. So green, green, green. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast Court of Calling for 4. I will pay life, sacrifice my orc army. I will put a -1/-1 counter on your noble hierarch.
Okay.
No, draw a card.
Sure.
I will pay life, sacrifice orcish bowmasters, give this noble hierarch a -1/-1 counter.
Okay.
And I'll draw a card.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll pass.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I pass.
On the end of your turn, I will attempt to cast Court of Calling for 2. Paying for it, green, 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 colorless, colorless, 1 green. I will search my library for Zolaport Cutthroat. Pay life, sacrifice this young wolf to put a -1/-1 counter on my bowmasters. So this young wolf will die and come back, and he will have a +1/+1 counter. So I will then gain the life back. So I will essentially stay at 7, and I will drain you for 1. And now I will demonstrate the loop of paying a life. I will sacrifice this young wolf, put a -1/-1 counter on this young wolf. This young wolf will come back with a +1/+1 counter. I will draw cards in each one of these iterations, but I have enough cards in my library to draw the 15 cards to drain you for 15.
So my problem was I needed to rip a land, but I got a blighted agent. If I would have ripped a land, then I could have made Inkmoth a creature and then kicked. If you tried to yog it before I went to combat,
The Vines of Asswood.
I had Vines of Vastwood, and then right before I died, I was like, well, can I attack and do Might of Old Corrosa? But not really, because it would have just made it harder, because you need to cast it in the main phase to get the +4/+4, and you could have responded and put the counter on it, and it would
just
have
killed
died.
it, yeah.